Okay, the other way. Focus, piece of shit. Alright guys, today I got you a special video. It's how to make a steering shaft for a 1968 Chevelle. It's mostly for any car. It's just the ends that you have to worry about for your steering shaft. Part numbers are these are from CPP. The shaft is from CPP too. It's China Performance Products. That's what CPP stands for. The bottom joint, this one, the one that goes to the box, is CPP UJ25. It's a 1D. It's a 1DD to a 316 with a 36 spline. By double D stands for this shit. It's a D on this side and a D on this side. That's what the double D stands for. And 1 inch is this part right here, because this is a 3/4. So it's a 1 inch double D, that this part, to a 13/16 36 spline. That's this side. This part number on the back side, and remember it's for 68. This one has a spline steering column. So it's a one. It's the part number on this one is CPP UJ2. This one is a 1 inch 48 spline to a 3/4 double D. Remember, the double D is this one. It's a 3/4 to a 1 inch spline, 48 spline. So that the double D goes into here. That's the double D, and the 48 spline goes to your steering column, and that'll be your column right there. So I already cut it to length and stuff. You can cut either or to the length, but we made the receiving part shorter because of the headers. If not, this part will be rubbing on the tubes on the headers. So we made this part longer, the insertion part of the shaft. So all we have to do is dimple these and get a drill bit and just drill just enough so the head of the screw can dig into the shaft, and then we Loctite it, and we set it and forget it. But this one comes in a 24 inch long, and you have to cut to fit. We already did all the cutting and we already did all the testing. I was trying to get it on video, but we couldn't get it on video, so I'm just going to show you the installation part and give you the part numbers of what you need to do a 68. I believe the 69 and 70 on has a double D on the steering column. Instead of the shafts like those, it will have a double D too. I believe it's a 1 inch double D. To measure the shaft, you get a box and wrench. There we go. My box wrench is in a mess, so you get yourself a 13/16. You see, 13/16. And how you measure is you go and you measure let's see if I can get you right there. You see how it goes right in there? See? So that makes it a 13/16. These come in different sizes and splines. Oh, and it has a like a little protruding part right here. You just have to cut it. If not, it will get in the way of this going all the way and sitting flush. That's how you know the size of that. So I'm just gonna test fit this right now because I already did all the test fitting, but I'm just gonna test fit it with this on and make sure it fits, it collapses and it fits in there. And here I'm gonna make sure it collapses and it fits, and stretch it stretch it to the bottom and stretch it up. And we're gonna try to just mock it up, set it so y'all guys can see it. Then we're gonna come back, we drill the just like dimples on it. We drill dimples on it so we can set the little set screws on it, and that'll be at the end of this. That's how you set this. But let me show you the other parts that I cut so I can show you what I mean by cutting two lengths of what you need. All right, the part number for the steering shaft is CPP 1850-24N. It's a 24 inch 3/4 double D steering shaft, nickel plated. So this comes in a 24 inch length. This too, it's the other part is here, but it comes in a 24 inch length, and it's inserted in, it goes inserted in here like that. That's the same thing as this one, but this is the leftover, the unwanted material. So what I did is cut this one shorter, like this much out of it, and use this one as the long leg. So you can see there's only a little chunk left out of this one, and this one is complete because there's a little chunk missing from this. So, but it comes, both of them come in a 24 inch length, and all you do is cut the fit, and this comes together as one piece, as one item. You don't have to buy this separate from that. It's only one piece. So that goes in there, and that's how it comes. You just cut it to fit. And remember, I decided to cut this one short because of the headers. If not, it was gonna be rubbing on the headers as you turn your steering. So this is gonna end up like towards a box like that. So the header is running around right here where this finger's at, like that. So it still's gonna hit the header, but not as much if I should have left this one. So I'm gonna mock it up right now so I can see that. Let me see if I can get my magnetic GoPro. Oh, I don't think I have it, but let me mock it up and I'll show you the after pick. All right, you can see it's mocked up in there. It's not tied down, nothing. It just fits like a glove. It's perfect, and that's what I was telling you. You see how I cut this one shorter so it won't rub on the header. Because let's say if this one was long up to here or here, it will be not contacting this header, and it fits I guess these are 1/7/8 headers. You can see it goes all the way to the end of it and all the way to the end of the fucking splines, so you got more contact. Probably spin the steering wheel just a tad bit. Let's see if it's gonna make contact here. To the right. Keep going. So it's gonna come loose. Okay, that's it. Spin it the other way. Keep going. Right there. A little bit more. More. Right there. Alright, so it didn't make contact. It didn't make contact. Yeah, so now I'm gonna take it all apart. I'm gonna drill not fully drill, but drill some dimples for the set screws to fall in. Loctite it, and that's it for the steering shaft. The most time consuming is gonna be cutting these down for it to fit. The splines I already gave you. The splines is this is a 1" 48, and the one in the bottom is a 3/16 36 spline. But this is a factory box because they do, you know, people do a box upgrade for the shorter steering ratio one, the quicker steering ratio. So they do. Just remember to measure this one and the splines. That's about it. That's the, and for this one, you know, the 70s and on, it has the double D. Like, it's gonna look like this, but hollow with a screw going through the center. But all you have to do is just measure the same thing. It should be a 1" double D like this one. It should be like that, 1" double D on this side instead of the splines. All you have to do is just measure twice, cut once, kind of type of deal. But let me take it back out, drill the thing, the dimples, and Loctite it. Alright, let's see if we can see it right there. You can see what you do is you tie down the set screws really tight, and it gives you a little dimple on it. And you can see the other one right there on top. So just come by with a punch, so you can set the point of the drill bit right on center, and just drill just enough so you can make a fucking dimple on it. All right, you can see the dimple right there. So now I'm just gonna, I did the other dimple right here, but this one the drill bit broke as I was doing the drill bit, the drilling. So I had to get another one, but it was a little bit bigger. But it's gonna still hold it. Just this little set screw, the bevel edge. It's just holding the bevel edge. That's about it. So it has 2 set screws. One. Oh, there we go. Just 1 and 2, and it has 1 for the spline. So all I'm gonna do right now is Loctite these and torque them down and put it back in the car, and then we're gonna set these set screws with Loctite and torque it down too. I bring it back in. Has Loctite, they torque down. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, you're supposed to clock them. You see how this is like this, looking straight up. This one's supposed to be straight up too. If you have this one straight up, this one's supposed to be straight up. You gotta clock them. You have to clock them the same, in the same direction. It has to be like that. See how that one's facing up, this one's facing up. If you have that one facing up and this one facing up, it's not clocked correctly, and you're gonna have some binding issues. So you have to clock this one with this one, so they can be on the same same level. And there you have it. Now it's fully Loctite everything. The bottom ones are Loctite, top one is Loctite, the bottom over here, and the one on the splines are Loctite. So that's it for the steering shaft. Just remember, measure the shit, and make sure you don't have the spline one, because this is for 68. If you have the 70 and on, that has the double D. But the part numbers for this one, to do a 68 with the 68 steering column and 68 steering box, the part numbers are CPP UJ25. That's for the one in the bottom. Is a 1 double D 3/16 with 36 splines. The top one, The top one is a CPP UJ2. It's a 1-inch 48 spline to a 33/4 double D. And the part number for the shaft is a CPP 1850-24N for the 24 inch 3/4 double D steering shaft, nickel plated. And that's the part numbers for the steering shaft to do a 68 chevelle with the 68 column, spline column, and the stock steering box for 68 chevelle. So thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.